Good morning to all of you, class 6. Today I will start the topic of the Mauryan Empire. So you know very well literacy part, Arthashastra. Who has written Arthashastra? Kautilya. It means Chanakya. The books deal with the politics and administration part. Indica. Who has written Indica? Megasthenes has written Indica, and the Greek ambassador in the court of Chandragupta Maurya. He is the ambassador of the Chandragupta Maurya. This book provides valuable information of the Mauryan administration. Which book provides? The Megasthenes, Indica written by Megasthenes. So Indica provides the valuable information of the Mauryans administration and on the economic and social conditions of this period. So archaeological sources, the rock and the pillars, you know very well rock and the pillars, edicts of Ashoka also provides valuable information about the Mauryan Empire. The silver coins of the Mauryans as tell us about the economic conditions under the Mauryas. The silver coins of the Mauryans tell us about the economic conditions of the Mauryans. So Chandragupta Maurya overthrew the last Nanda king. Chandragupta Maurya overthrew the last Nanda king, Dhanananda. And seized the throne of the Magadha. His success was largely due to the guidance and training of his advisor Chanakya. So, very famous line given. Chandragupta Maurya overthrew the last Nanda king, Dhanananda, and seized the thrones of Magadha. His success was largely due to the guidance and training of his advisor, Chanakya. Chandragupta Maurya was an official in the army of the Nandas. He wanted to overthrow the extremely unpopular Dhanananda. He is based to Punjab, where he meets Chanakya, a learned and wise Brahman scholar and teachings in Takshila University. He is to Punjab when he meets Chanakya, a learned and wise Brahman scholar and the teacher in Takshila. Chanakya, who had a personal grudge against Dhanananda. Chanakya, who had a personal grudge against Dhanananda, trained Chandragupta in the arts of warfare and administration. He helped Chandragupta Maurya to organize an army and seize the throne of Magadha. Who has advised? Chanakya has advised. Next, Dhanananda Chanakya's guidance was valuable and important as Chandragupta's bravery and military strength in laying the foundation of the Mauryan Empire. A few years after Alexander's death, fighting broke out between his generals for his control of the vast empire, Seleucus. After the death of Alexander, fighting broke out between his generals for the control of his vast empire. Seleucus, one of the Alexander's generals. Who is Seleucus Nicator? Seleucus Nicator is the general of Alexander. One of Alexander's generals from Asia became the ruler of territory stretching from Asia Minor to Indus. In 305, he crossed the Indus. In 305, he crossed the Indus to recover the territories that Alexander conquered earlier. Chandragupta Maurya defeated him and freed northwestern India from Greek control. Seleucus was compelled to sign a treaty according to which he had to give eastern Afghanistan, Baluchistan, and the areas west of the Indus to Chandragupta. He gave his daughter to Chandragupta in marriage and sent Megasthenes as ambassador to Chandragupta court. In return, Seleucus received how much elephants? 500 war elephants. Seleucus received 500 war elephants. Chandragupta Maurya built a vast empire, which was the first great empire in India. In Indian history, Chandragupta Maurya built a vast empire, which was the first great empire in Indian history. By the end of the reign, the Mauryan Empire is stretched from the Hind Kush in the northwest to Bengal. So who is Bindusara? See, Chandragupta Maurya was succeeded by his son Bindusara, who ruled for about 25 years. How many years? 25 years. Chandragupta Maurya was succeeded by his son Bindusara, who ruled for about 25 years. During his reign, the empire extended up to the Mysore. During his reign, the empire extended up to the Mysore. He was succeeded by his son Ashoka. Who is Ashoka? See, when Ashoka ascended the throne in 273, Kalinga was the only kingdom that was not under Mauryan control. Kalinga, when Ashoka ascended the throne, Kalinga was the only kingdom that was not under the Mauryan control. Kalinga was a powerful kingdom. It controlled the land. It controlled the land and sea routes to South India and South Asia. So control this reason would give Ashoka the key to greater economic prosperity. In 261, Ashoka attacked Kalinga and conquered it after his bitter struggle. Ashoka attacked Kalinga and conquered it after a bitter struggle. His empire now stretched from the Himalayas from the north to Mysore and the south, from the Hindu Kush in the northwest and the Brahmaputra in the east. It also included Kabul, Kandahar, Herat and parts of the Nepal and the Kashmir also. Ashoka's victories in Kalinga did not bring him any joy and satisfaction. Ashoka's victory in Kalinga did not bring him any joy and satisfaction. The death, destruction and great human suffering in his war filled his heart and with sorrow and remorse. The Kalinga War became a turning point in Ashoka's life. The Kalinga War became a turning point in Ashoka's life. So he made up his mind to give up warfare and conquer the hearts of the people love. Ashoka was deeply influenced by the Buddhist principles. He was deeply influenced by the Buddhist principles of compassion, peace and non-violence. यानी उन्होंने मान लिया था अब हम कहीं वार नहीं करेंगे, अब क्या करेंगे, केवल शांति बनाए रखेंगे और बुद्ध पर अपना बुद्ध की भक्ति करेंगे. Of peace and non-violence, he embraced Buddhism and devoted his life to the moral, material welfare of his subject. The policy of Digvijay was replaced by Dhamma Vijay or Dhamma Ghosha. Ashoka's Dhamma, the word Dhamma is derived. कहाँ से आया ये word? See, the word Dhamma is derived from the Sanskrit word Dhamma, which means religious duty. Which means what? Which means religious duty. Ashoka's ideas of the Dhamma was based on human values and code of conduct, inspired by the noble teachings of Buddha. Inspired the noble teachings of the Buddha. He dedicated his life to spreading his messages. He dedicated his life He dedicated his life to spreading the messages of Dhamma in India and abroad also. The main principle of Dhammas were as follows. What are the principles? I will tell you. The first is people should live in peace and harmony. Everyone should follow ahimsa. Everyone should follow what? Ahimsa. That is to say non-violence and non-injury to all living creatures. Non-injury to all living creatures. People should love one another, show tolerance and respect respect towards other religions. सभी को सभी के धर्मों का क्या करना चाहिए? सम्मान करना चाहिए. Children should obey their elders and elders should treat children understanding. Children should obey their elders and elders should what? Treat children with understanding. People should be truthful, charitable and kind to all. People should be truthful, charitable and kind to all. Now very important point given. People should be truthful, charitable and kind to all. Ashoka set a personal example. He has given the personal example by strictly following the principle of Dhamma, inspiring others to do the same. He visited the places associated with the life of Buddha, that is to say Bodh Gaya and Sarnath also. He ordered the construction of the Buddhist monasteries. The first point, Ashoka set a personal example. He has given a personal example strictly following the principle of Dhamma and inspiring others to do some. And the second is he visited all places associated with the life of the Buddha, that is to say Bodh Gaya and what? Sarnath. So he ordered the constructions of Buddhist monasteries. He sent learned Buddhist scholars to distant lands to the spread of Buddhism. His son Mahindra, his son name is Mahindra, underlined it, it's a very important part. His son name is Mahindra and the daughter name is Sanghamitra. His son name is Mahindra and the daughter name is Sanghamitra. He sent learned Buddhist scholars to distant lands to spread of the Buddhism. His son Mahindra and the daughter Sanghamitra were sent to Sri Lanka to spread the messages of the Buddhism. What is his son name? Mahindra and his daughter name is Sanghamitra. Ashoka has sent the daughter of Ashoka and Mahindra, the son Mahindra, he has sent to Sri Lanka for the messages of Buddhism. It means spread of Buddhism. So special officers were appointed to enforce the principle of Dhamma throughout the kingdom. The special officers appointed by the Ashoka for what? For spread of the Buddhism. So see the next point is the principles of the Dhamma were engraved in which language? Prakrit language on rock pillars and caves that people could read and followed them. Ashoka's edicts. See the Ashokan pillars given. Edicts are a source of valuable information of the Mauryan period. They are royal commands or proclamations and were inscribed on the rocks and the pillars, polished stone pillars and caves also. Edicts were composed in which language? Prakrit language of the people and written in Brahmini script. In the northwest, they were written in Greek, Kharoshthi language also. Idealship of the kingship. Ashoka was one of the greatest kings in the history of India. Who is the greatest king in the history of India? Ashoka. He believed that the role of the king was that of a father to his children. He worked for the prosperity, happiness and welfare of his subjects. See the next thing. He appointed officials he appointed the official persons called Mahamatas to carry out the administration work. Administration means official work. He built good roads and planted shady trees on both sides of the road. He built what? Good roads and planted shady trees on the both sides of the roads. Wells were dug and rest houses were built for weary travelers. Health centers were built for people and animals. Health centers were built for people and for animals. Officials were sent on tours to find out and solve the problems of the people. Ashokas occupy a unique place in the history of human civilization. He was the first monarch in the Indian ancient world to renounce war after victory and proclaim peace and non-violence. So tomorrow I will discuss the next part. Thank you everyone.